Hi, it's Sunday evening, and I wanted to make a video about procrastination. Sort of, it sort of will go off in probably different directions a little bit, but that was what's been on my mind today. We have a couple of phrases at work, or there's a few I've picked up over the years that one is done is better than perfect, and progress, not perfection. They're pretty self-explanatory. It's kind of, just make a start, get it done. Maybe even 70% is enough. 80% doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe less than that, just get something done and build on that. I know when I'm doing presentations and that sort of thing, I have to kind of just start putting things on a PowerPoint, and then it completely changes by the time I've finished, and you get halfway through it or whatever, and you need to add more information, go off in a different direction. But I think it applies in kind of all areas of life, whether it's a proposal you've got to write, an idea you want to pitch, a conversation you want to have with somebody. It could be in your private life or personal life, and there might be something you want to talk to somebody about, and you're a bit scared of hurting their feelings, or that you might say something wrong. And I think that the thing here, one of the things I've really learned is, you've got to take some action. So it could be making a start on something at work, or start on an email, or leaving a message on someone's voicemail and saying, hey, I want to have a conversation with you about this thing. I'm a bit nervous about it. I'm not quite sure how to approach it, but it's important to me that we talk about it. It could be just sending an email or drafting an email. If it's something really difficult, draft the email, write the message out, whatever. Maybe get someone else to have a look at it, someone that you trust, But the point is, procrastination is so bad for us. And I think the reason is because the more we don't do anything, the worse it becomes. It builds and builds and builds. We don't do anything, and then it becomes more of a problem. It becomes more of a problem in our head. So take some kind of action, and you can take really small action, but the main thing is to take action and keep taking action until you get done whatever it is you need to do to get done. And pull in all the help you need. You don't have to do it on your own. You can, as I say, friends or colleagues or whatever, to look at things for you, but people you trust as well, But I also think the really important thing to do is that the kind of inner work. I mean, this channel's all about inner work and growth. So I would say that, wouldn't I? It's, if we're putting something off, it could be a really important cue to us, a really important signal that we are, avoiding a certain feeling. If it's scared about presenting, what's that all about? Could it be that we're just scared of showing up, scared of showing ourselves? We can look into that, feel into that, feel into that feeling. And then, sometimes it's as easy as feeling it, identifying it, and then doesn't have so much power over us. Sometimes it's harder and it takes a bit longer. But it's this kind of combination of taking some action, moving a step forward, but also feeling how that feels as you prepare to take that step. If it's okay, I need to have a really difficult conversation with someone, prepare what you're going to say, how you're going to approach that. But then maybe just think for a minute, pause for a moment, don't think too much. This is when we get into trouble, when our brain goes into stories. But maybe pause for a moment and see how that feels in your body. Does it bring up any tightness or knots or tension? You could be feeling pressure on your chest, like someone's really pushing on it, and could go through to your back. Is your jaw tensing up or aching? Your throat could be swelling up, that feeling of, aching and swelling in your throat. Could be that feel like someone's got hold of your solar plexus and really giving it a twist, or there's a heavy knot in your stomach. Any number of those and multiple other feelings, And if you're feeling something like that, you know, stress and anxiety and all these things come often, you know, in my experience anyway, from where feelings have been unprocessed and got stuck in our bodies. And these times of procrastination, or where we're feeling really stuck and we don't want to move forward and we don't want to do that thing, that can be a massive opening for us, a massive opportunity to kind of explore something. So maybe you could just sit with it for a minute. You know, I'm going to make this phone call, I'm going to write this presentation, I'm going to just feel into for a moment how it feels to be on that stage, or presenting on that Teams call, or pressing send on that email. And, you know, feel into that for a moment and really notice where that is. And you might not get any big insights or epiphanies or breakthroughs, but you might be able to kind of feel into that actual feeling, that knot, and that knot, that stuckness, that frozenness might become more of a moving sensation in your body. And if it's really difficult and really painful, you might only just want to do it for 10 seconds or as much as you feel okay with. And sometimes these things are so old and stuck that they can take a long time. You know, you kind of unearth them, discover them, they can stay with you for weeks. Or, you know, they go away a bit, then they come back again, they go away a bit, they come back again. And you've got to be quite brave with it and, you know, be like, oh, what's trying to emerge? But the thing is just to do it a little bit by a little bit. And as I say, it's that combination of taking a step towards whatever it is that's, you know, causing you to really procrastinate or avoid, and then trying to do the inner work, whether it's a meditation or just some breathing or just sitting and feeling into it, however you want to do it. And, you know, there's a few meditations on this channel that you can use, and I'll put some more up. But there's also, you know, you can just focus on your breath and just notice that feeling in your body as well. That can work too. And just go as far as you feel comfortable with. And, you know, there are some things that you can kind of go, oh, wow. And it comes up and you're like, oh, wow. Oh, is that what I was worried about? Other things can take a lot longer. I would say that, you know, however uncomfortable the feeling is, it's probably better to feel it than not to feel it, because the longer you don't feel it or avoid it, the bigger it becomes, because you can build it up for over a period of time. It's this thing that we're too scared to face because we think it's going to be really bad, and all the time we think it's going to be really bad. It's that's getting, you know, our mind's telling us, oh my God, it's getting really bad, and then eventually that goes into our bodies. And baby steps, be gentle. If it gets difficult, get help. But it's I think procrastination it can be quite unpleasant. But often the scary, unpleasant things, which I'm going to do another post on, are the things that give us the biggest insights and the biggest clues. It can take a bit of time. So, yeah, baby steps, bit of inner work, bit of action taking, and that would be my kind of tip for how to use procrastination in a kind of positive and enlightening way. All right. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.